Am I the asshole boyfriend found my clean, period panties, and made me feel crappy about it? Hey all, my boyfriend is 27 and I'm 24. We've been together for almost 2 years. My boyfriend is extremely hygienic in all ways. Like showers twice a day, washes his clothes after every single wear, don't leave a single dish in the sink dirty. If you ask me, he's a little over the top on how clean he and everything around the house needs to be 24/7. He will scrub his body 3 separate times in one shower cycle just to make sure he doesn't miss any dirt. His showers are easily an hour most days if not more. I obviously have good basic hygiene skills, but I am much more relaxed. For example, I will wear a t-shirt twice before washing it so long as it's not stained, covered in something, or stinky. Or I might leave a few dishes in the sink for a few hours after dinner before I get up and wash them. He would prefer I didn't and just kept everything to AT right away. Yesterday night we were doing laundry. We always air dry our clothes to save money and to reduce fading and shrinking. Usually I am the laundry person, but on a one-off he happened to be the one to take the clothes out of the washer and lay them out to dry. He came across one of my pairs of panties that I specifically only wear during that time of the month. I'm certain ladies will understand that we keep panties separate for periods than we do for when we aren't. AKA I have my ugly or maybe blood-stained pairs for my period, and my cute and well-kempt ones for when I'm not on my period. Anyways, upon seeing these, he told me that I need to throw that pair away and that it's disgusting and unhygienic. He made quite a few comments about how gross they are despite them being clean but just blood-stained from a previous period, spotting situation. I attempted to explain that I keep those pairs solely for when I am bleeding, and that it's a common thing girls do, but quickly stopped because I could tell he just disagreed with me and told me that he's pretty sure other girls do not do this. It made me feel really, I don't know, gross? Ugly? Alienated? I'm not really sure, but it definitely made me upset and feel some type of way about something I felt was natural, I guess. I snapped at him to forget my explanation because he's just making me feel like I am gross. And a small argument ensued because of this. We ended up going to bed kind of frustrated with each other, but I don't think I am in the wrong. Am I the asshole? Edit to add that black panties don't exactly work for me because I have an IUD in my period, and spotting is very sporadic. I could go 3 months without a period, or I could have it 2 months in a row. I could have some random light spotting, or the full-blown waterfall. There's really not consistency due to my IUD, so I can't exactly plan out when to start wearing those specific black period panties. Not the asshole, it is perfectly normal and hygienic. Also, consider for a moment that the two of you are hang drying all of your clothes to save money, but he takes an hour-long shower, and I assume a hot one, every single day. If he cut that down to 15 minutes, the two of you could afford to run the dryer every once in a while. Which might be nice for, the person who is primarily responsible for doing the laundry. Original poster seems to be missing the signs that the boyfriend has more going on here than simple cleanliness. I don't want to judge someone for wasting 2 hours of shower water every day, as half the world is in drought and major cities around the world are literally running out of water. I'll judge. He's definitely an ahole just for that. Original poster, however, is not the asshole. Not the asshole. I think boyfriend has a mental illness that is not being treated. Scrubbing his body 3x twice a day is not healthy, physically or mentally. Keep in mind, if he stays like this you can never have kids with this guy. Kids are disgusting, barfing, puking, crapping stain machines. BTW. Many women wear their period-stained underwear anytime they're clean. I hope he gets help. Actually, she said he takes showers twice a day and scrubs himself 3 times per shower, so that's a grand total of 6 body scrubbings per day. Which is deeply problematic behavior. Lordy, how is this guy immune to anything? How does he still have any skin left? Not the asshole. Period panties are 100,000% a thing. If you keep them well washed, why waste money? I am kind of concerned about your partner's behaviors. Has he seen someone about his obsessive, compulsive tendencies? Does he expect her to buy new underwear every time she has a little spot on them? That beside the cost of the period products, this is going to be expensive. Also funny that a guy tells his girlfriend that the normal thing she does that all women do, isn't done by all women. Coming from the guy who showers 2x a day where he scrubs 3x each. This is where his behavior went from troubled to being an asshole, in my opinion. He obviously has mental health issues, but that doesn't mean he gets to shame other people for harmless things. Not the asshole. Menstruation is a natural function for half the population. And for the future. Cold water works best to remove bloodstains, so try to rinse or soak with cold water as soon as possible. I'd be more likely to ditch the boyfriend than the panties though. Stains also don't show on dark fabric. Most of my period panties are black cotton, and one pink pair that got accidentally stained. Greater than I'd be more likely to ditch the boyfriend than the panties though. This part. Yeah, but the natural acidity of a vagina can bleach dark fabric over time, and the, hopefully soon-to-be ex-boyfriend would probably also think that's a stain. That's what came to my mind too. A few particularly acidic discharges in the crotch looks like you dabbed bleach on it. Maybe if she told him it was bleach from when she got the blood out, he'd leave them alone. Not the asshole also, he sounds a lot neurotic and possibly OCD. Yep, he needs help. Also, it sounds like this may be his first real relationship if he's never encountered period panties. Not the asshole. Man is basically trying to mansplain a period, lol. But in all seriousness, as someone who has OCD, I'm pretty sure your boyfriend has severe OCD. Nice to see a reply from a person who has OCD, because I feel like most of us haven't actually seen a real-life example, just what's in TV, movies. As someone who is about as far away from OCD as a person can be, there's definitely something odd about Op's boyfriend. Not the asshole. Yeah, a lot of people are pointing to OCD in this thread. While I agree with them in this case, Reddit has a tendency to fall back on popular depictions rather than actual experience with OCD. While obsessive neatness doesn't necessarily equal OCD, it can be a part of it. Especially the things she mentioned about his washing clothes and showering multiple times a day. These are not uncommon behaviors for people with OCD. If your boyfriend isn't mature enough to handle period panties, he shouldn't be with a woman. Totally this. Not the asshole. Not sure how good comparison this is, but it's like having old clothes to wear to paint the house. Yes, they look all messy and have stains, but that's their purpose. It's not like that pair has never been washed. Don't have any guilt or bad feelings over this. Great comparison, actually. I'm female, I have both old clothes for painting and old period knickers. Sometimes I wear both at the same time. Not the asshole Op, but joking aside, your boyfriend has some mental health issues which are spilling over into controlling you. He needs professional help. Not the asshole. If he can't take you at your period panties, he doesn't deserve you at your sexy time lingerie. Yes. Also though, this brought a question to my mind that's a bit TMI perhaps, but does he think it's unhygienic when either of them finishes during sexy time? Question mark. Not the asshole. All girls and people AFAB have pants like that. You're not gross in any way. He clearly knows fuck all about the female body. Menstrual blood is the cleanest in the body, and your pants were clean, just stained. He overreacted. Also, washing clothes immediately after wearing them, staying in the shower that long, etc. is a huge waste of water. Side note, is it possible he has some form of OCD and germophobia? As a germaphobe with OCD, boyfriend definitely is one of us. Especially since therapy, I'm not as bad as some people I know, but I'm the worst that most people who know me have met. And boyfriend here is worse than me. He needs help. Not the asshole. It's your underwear during your period. It's not to tempt him or be sexy or whatever. He doesn't get to tell you to throw it away. It's been washed. How is it unhygienic? Also, I would honestly dump him for showering an hour at a time and doing it twice a day. There's droughts in several parts of the world. There's no reason he needs to have 2 hours of showers every single day. The shower part is what really got me, honestly. I take a hot bath almost every day because it helps with chronic pain and my chronic stomach issues, and I already felt like that was wasteful of me. But the average tub is only 80 liters, while a 5-minute shower in the average shower is 75 liters. Unless he has the most eco-friendly shower I've ever seen, this man is using on average 1,800 liters of water a day to bathe. That's 12,600 liters in a week, or 655,200 liters in a year. Just for his showers. That doesn't even include laundry, toothbrushing, hand washing, washing his vehicle, toilet flushes, drinking, cooking water, or dishwashing. I straight up don't think I could use that much water even if I tried to. If anything, he should consider therapy to work on his OCD. Because that's a lot of water in a world where agricultural land is drying and cracking, lakes are drying, etc. Not the asshole. BF's gonna lose his shit when he finds out that healthy vaginas can also bleach underwear. Lol, right. Or the other than blood issues that happen during a period. Not the asshole. Many women do this. He needs help for his OCD. Not the asshole dude doesn't get it. I'm not throwing away a perfectly good pair of knickers because I got blood on them. I'd end up having to buy new ones all the time because period leakage happens. He needs a reality check, and you need to know that there's nothing abnormal, weird, or out of the norm in having a pair of stained period panties. Don't let his hang-up give you a complex about it. Not the asshole. They're clean. I have a pair for my periods that are older than my marriage. As long as the elastic holds and there are no extra holes in them, they will be in period rotation forever. I have a friend whose sweat would bleach her own sheets. Things get stains and some stay and some you can clean out. Period underwear should be comfortable and clean, and yours are. Based on the boyfriend's comments, he doesn't believe a washing machine even works. Next thing you know, he will wear his clothes once and toss them. Please have him seek therapy. I am confident that every woman in the world has a pair of shabbier pants they think of as in keep as period pants. If we chucked out every pair that picked up a stain, we'd be constantly buying knickers. And #X200B. They're clean, they don't smell or stain your clothes, they're none of his business. Not the asshole. Many women follow a Tier 1, Tier 2 panty system. Panties get stained or a little worn but are still perfectly good for Tier 2 duty. Not the asshole. You can show him this thread and have him know that period panties are 100% a thing. I have underwear for when I'm on my cycle, my friends have them, and most people who menstruate do. Especially since underwear can be expensive if you buy a pair every time there is a stain. They're clean, just stained, which is normal. There's also discharge too when you're not on the time of the month. It's normal to have some stains as long as they're clean. His cleanliness is kinda abnormal though, almost obsessive. It's not necessarily an issue, but it sounds like he has OCD or some kind of germ phobia. My brother has a germ phobia, so I deal with it at times so he's comfortable. However, your boyfriend is overly extreme about it. Not saying he's an asshole for having this, but he needs to tone it down, especially since this is your underwear and clothes anyway. Not the asshole. And I hate how men think they are entitled to an opinion on periods. How you choose to deal with your blood and your panties is your business, not his. Don't let no man shame you for what you do. Every single AFAB person between the ages of 12 and 50 does this. Your boyfriend might have a mental illness that is not his fault, but being an ignorant asshole to his girlfriend is his fault. Make it 10 to 60.